You can let go of that ridiculous idea once and for all.
Come on, Dante, give it up already.
Whatever happens next is on you.
They're the reason this is happening tonight.
The only question now is, who's gonna tell him the truth?
General Hospital latest update. The nurses' ball explodes as Gio drops a bombshell mid-performance, revealing Brooke Lynn and Dante are his real parents before smashing his violin on stage. Lulu threatens Lois, Olivia breaks down, and Carly gets a game-changing offer. Meanwhile, Rory Gibson stuns as the new Michael Corinthos. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers. Rory Gibson debuts as Michael, Gio bombshell aftermath. General Hospital spoilers for Friday, May 23rd, hint that more explosions are on the horizon as the 2025 Nurses' Ball wraps up. The final performances are set to hit the stage, but it looks as if everyone will be more preoccupied with the Gio Palmieri bombshell that was dropped during the Thursday, May 22nd episode. As some fans may know by now, Gio heard Lulu Spencer announce that his entire life had been a lie to Lois Cerullo. Gio was looking for his earpiece when he attempted to walk into the dressing room to find it from Lois. Still, before he fully entered, he heard Lulu shout that Brooke Lynn Quartermaine Chase and Dante Falconeri were Joe's parents, and he was adopted. Lulu then threatened Lois to tell Dante today, or she'd tell him tomorrow. Gio, who was visibly upset, got on stage and began playing his tango number, as Anna Devane and Harrison Chase started to dance, but then he stopped. He announced to the crowd that he was going to do something he'd never done before. This is when he stated that this number was dedicated to his parents, Brooklyn and Dante, the ones who never wanted him and gave him up for adoption. He then proceeded to smash his violin on stage, much to the shock of the audience, and then ran out of the event. Now it looks like Friday's show will be dedicated to the Gio bombshell aftermath. A clip is shown from tomorrow's show, of Olivia Quartermaine crying while Ned Quartermaine looks upset, as Sonny Corinthos states that Lois has to know something. Meanwhile, the General Hospital preview also shows Carly Spencer advising Lulu to get off the track before you get leveled. Lulu is freaking out, and who could blame her? She's the one who triggered this drama. Speaking of Carly, she'll be presented with an intriguing offer, so what could this be about? Meanwhile, Carly may be over the moon by the end of Friday's show, as the Michael Corinthos recast, Rory Gibson, is set to debut. Jason Morgan will receive a mysterious phone call, and it sounds like Michael may need some assistance getting to the nurses' ball and announcing his comeback to Port Charles. Meanwhile, the General Hospital preview also shows Willow Tate Corinthos talking to someone unknown, as she states, "I want to end this terrible fight over the kids." Will she and Michael share a reunion on Friday's show, or is Willow chatting with someone else? In other Nurses' Ball news, Trina Robinson will have some anxiety as she gets ready for her performance. In fact, during the General Hospital preview for the May 23rd episode, Lucy Coe is shown asking Trina and Jocelyn Jacks why they aren't in their costumes. Considering the hurt their friend Gio is feeling, they may not be in the mood to perform. However, the show must go on. In non-Nurses' Ball news, Elizabeth Baldwin will be watching the show on the couch when someone unexpectedly arrives to surprise her. Will it be Lucky Spencer or possibly Rick Lansing? Lastly, General Hospital spoilers note that Max Scorpio will breathe easier, so does that mean he'll get Tracy Quartermaine out of his hair? Tracy is seen during the General Hospital preview demanding that someone get her out there. General Hospital spoilers imply there's a chance Tracy may have gotten a Gio update, and the woman will be desperate to get to her family, and her granddaughter, Brooke Lynn, to understand fully what's going on. Today's next update. Lulu orders Lois to tell the truth or she will, and Joe's second performance brings the nurses' ball to a halt. Today on General Hospital, Chase sings, YD performs, and the truth about Gio finally comes out. On the patio at the Metro Court, Portia begs Curtis not to walk away from their marriage and their family over a mistake she made. He says he can't undo what she's done. Prelude. In the ladies' room, Nina finds Carly and says she really wanted their partnership to work out, but she forced her hand by pushing the court date. Whatever happens next is on Carly. At the bar, Ned tells Sonny that even though they've had disagreements, he has to hand it to him for paying for Joe's education, as he's exceptional. Ned then spots Willow with Drew and approaches them. He tells Ned that he won't let him get away with setting up his mother. Elsewhere, Brooklyn pushes Dante to compliment Gio. Dante tells him that he was excellent up there, and he's very talented. Lucy shows up and yells at Dante and Cody for not being in costume yet. Backstage, Lulu tells Lois not to look surprised. She's always known Gio was her grandson and has been keeping the truth from him his entire life. Act I, the look of love. Curtis accuses Portia of breaking their beautiful family apart by lying to him and manipulating him into doing Drew's bidding. She begs him not to give up on them. He hasn't, at least not for tonight, as it would send a signal to Drew that she's exposed. He says they'll play the part of the happy couple for tonight. Drew tells Ned he has no idea what he's talking about, but Ned says his mother wouldn't leave evidence of a crime in her own car. Ned tells Willow that they tried to give her the benefit of the doubt that Drew manipulated her like he did Michael. Olivia joins Ned as Willow argues she's not a victim, and Michael refused to see her when she went to Germany. Olivia tells Willow not to expect sympathy from them when this blows up in her face. In the ladies' room, Nina tells Carly she's forced her hand and she will testify that Michael abandoned his children, and has refused to see or speak to Willow, even when she flew to Germany to see him. She says it all looks bad for Michael, but Carly calls it a spin. Nina says only one parent has been there consistently for those kids, and it's not Michael. Emma runs into Sonny, Brooklyn, and Gio. Emma tells Gio that his performance was great. They all decide to get back to their seats. Backstage, Lulu tells Lois she can prove that Dante is Joe's father and knows that he got Brooklyn pregnant at summer camp. Lucy takes to the stage to introduce Chase, Dante, Cody, and Isaiah, who are performing The Look of Love by ABC. Chase sings the lead. Act 2, The Truth. Lucy takes to the stage to thank Jen Sidwell for sponsoring the ball. Backstage, Brooklyn and Chase kiss, and she says he was so sexy up there. Lucy breaks them up, saying no PDA in a working area. Lois shoos them off, and Gio asks Lucy where his Aunt Lois is, as she has his earpiece. Lucy thinks she was in the dressing room. Kai and Trina run into Curtis and Portia, and Trina asks where they've been. They say they've been around and wouldn't miss her performance. Curtis excuses himself to get drinks, and Kai and Trina go to check out the silent auction. Portia then notices Curtis with Jordan again. Nina snags Portia and says she's been trying to find her, as Curtis is suspicious. Portia says Curtis knows everything, and she's worried about what he's going to do next. At the bar, Curtis confirms to Jordan that Drew is blackmailing Portia. He really wanted to be wrong about this. Vaughn shows up, and Joss treats him like a waiter. She asks why he's here, and he says he's enjoying the evening and supporting a good cause. Carly interrupts and asks who Joss' friend is. In the dressing room, Lulu spills everything she knows to Lois, that Gio is Brooklyn and Dante's son, and Lois passed her off as Carmilla Palmieri's son. Act 3, The Secret is Out. Vaughn introduces himself to Carly and says he knows Joss from PCU. He says he'll see them around and walks off. Carly tells Joss that he's cute, so what's going on? Lois insists to Lulu that Brooklyn knows nothing about Gio. Lois insists she and her mom couldn't let Gio go, so they arrange to keep Gio in the family. Gio cracks open the door and listens as Lulu tells Lois that Joe's life has been a lie, and he is not Camilla and Francis Palmieri's son, but Brooklyn and Dante's. Lucy then welcomes superstar YDE to the stage. She performs her song, Old Her. Act 4, Threats. Lois tells Lulu to think about the lives she will destroy if this gets out. Lulu says she isn't being petty, and she's thought about nothing but this for months, but what Lois has done is wrong. Either Lois tells Gio and Dante tonight, or they'll hear the truth from her tomorrow. Lulu storms out. Sunny speaks with Anna and asks if she got to talk to Robin. Anna did, and she is sorry she can't be here, though Emma is taking some behind-the-scenes shots for her mom. She is happy to be here to honor Robin and others like Stone. Ada Turner interrupts, and Anna leaves as she must change for another performance. Turner comments to Sunny that his and Anna's conversation looked intimate. Sunny says they were talking about Robin and Stone Cates, as they are the reason this event is happening, and she should look them up. He walks off. Jordan talks to Isaiah at the bar and compliments his dance moves. He thanks her and notes that she should be on his arm tonight, not Sidwell's. Willow tells Drew how glad she is that his name was cleared, which will help with the custody hearing. Drew teases that now they can start a new life, either here or in DC. Willow is shocked by his comment, but has no time to react. Nina interrupts and says Rick has asked her to testify, and she will get on the stand and say those kids belong with her and Drew, and moving forward, they have her full support. Willow thanks and hugs her mom, and Drew says this means the world to them. Joss and Carly watch Nina, Drew, and Willow. Joss comments that they make her want to throw up. She can't wait until her mom takes the kids from them. Backstage, Emma runs into Chase and Anna, who are about to do the tango. Nobody can find Gio, who is supposed to play for their performance. Willow finds Isaiah by the bar and says how great he was on stage. Isaiah hopes that by next year, he will have a date for this event. Willow says whoever it is, she'll be lucky to be with him. Emma finds Gio out on the patio, fuming. She asks him what is wrong. Act V, the show must go on. Lulu pulls Cody aside and says she confronted Lois, who admitted to everything. Dante then interrupts and asks what they are whispering about. Kai tells Trina that he's been thinking about next year's ball, and maybe they could perform together. They kiss. Lois runs around like a chicken with its head cut off. She pulls Brooklyn away from others to talk. Lois tells Brooklyn that they need to leave right now. Backstage, Anna and Chase practice, but nobody has seen Gio, which causes Lucy to panic. Out on the patio, Emma asks Gio what is going on, as her grandma and Chase need him to play. He cries, "Yeah, I have to play, because that's the gift I got from my mother. I'm a violinist, and my mother taught me everything, and that's all I have left of her." Emma offers to tell them he's sick or something, and he doesn't have to do this. Gio says he does, and the show must go on. Act 6, The Last Tango. Gio shows up backstage, and Lucy pushes him to get on stage. In the ballroom, Dante asks what's happening with Cody and Lulu. Cody says Lulu told him how he stood out in their Look of Love performance. Dante doubts that and says they need to take their seats. Brooklyn tells her mother that she is not going to miss Joe's performance while her husband and Anna dance tango. Brooklyn walks off, and Sunny asks Lois what is wrong. Lois cries that she's in terrible trouble. Sunny says they'll fix it later and suggests they take their seats. Lucy then introduces Anna and Chase dancing the tango with Gio accompanying them on the violin. The performance starts, and Gio tries to hold it together the best he can. However, he seems to have anger and hate in his eyes, and pauses. Anna checks on him and asks if he's okay. Gio looks out to the audience and takes to the center stage to do something he's never done before. He's dedicating this performance to his parents, the two people who didn't want him, didn't claim him, who gave him away, and have lied to him. He dedicates this to his mother and father, Brooklyn and Dante. The audience watches in horror as Gio smashes his violin on stage. Dante turns around and looks at Brooklyn, who has a tear streaming down her face. On the next General Hospital, Tracy demands to be released from the PCPD. Willow tells Drew she wants to end this fight over the kids. Someone shows up at Liz's place and surprises her. Backstage, Lucy asks Trina and Joss why they aren't in their costumes. Sunny tells Ned and a devastated Olivia that Lois has to know something about this. Carly warns Lulu to get off the track before she gets leveled. At the PCPD, Jason takes a call and asks, "What do you need me to do?" Thanks for watching, General Hospital fans. If you're loving the drama in Port Charles, smash that like button, drop your theories in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. More explosive updates are coming soon.